Okay, I think we're better now. Back. Got to do a sound check as always. All right. Got to do a sound check as always. Okay. This time we good. I can see the green dot. But yeah, guys, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another picks stream for you guys. I've been doing these picks now for 4 years now, pretty much 3 years as a stream and everything. Every freaking week, I'm back here Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, whatever. You know, why do I do these so late? Because it's the way I do it, you know. But yeah, man, it's officially week 6, which means we're another week closer to Deshaun Watson coming back. Just saying. Now, here's how things. There's gonna be one little change from here on out. I'm not gonna talk about the commentating crews anymore because it really doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I mean, I only talked about the commentating crews because if a game gets boring, at least you have a good, entertaining commentary crew. But I decided I'm not going to do that anymore. It's just a waste of time. So I'm simply just going to talk about the game, betting line, and all that stuff. And then we're going to cut a good 10 minutes off of my stream. You know, because nobody really cares about the commentary crew. You know, the only commentary crew I care about is the one that's calling my game. But with that being said, let's get it. And we're going to start off Thursday Night Football, Week 6, this October 13th, tomorrow. Technically, if you're in the Eastern time zone, it's officially Wednesday. So tomorrow, back with another week of football. Amazon Prime Video, as always. We get the 1-4 Commanders, led by Commander Carson Wentz, going up against the Bears, who are 2-3, led by Justin freaking Fields. Battle of two trash teams. Sorry, any Bears fans or Commanders fans, but your teams are garbage. Sorry, not sorry. Betting line for this game is 1 point favoring the Bears, which that's low considering usually, home teams get 3 automatic. This game is good. I hope this game is better than last week's game. Because last week's game was a pain in the butt. It was so bad. I mean, I was halfway thinking, it's raining in LA right now. My goodness. I was halfway thinking it was going to be tied. I was like, watch these two tie. Watch these two teams tie. And then, Broncos go down the field in overtime. And my God, Russell Wilson missed a wide open receiver who was going in the end zone. It would have been a walk-in touchdown, walk-off touchdown, but he missed it. He straight up missed it. That's tough. But when it comes to this game here, I think it's going to be a close one. But they both suck. But I'm going to go with the Bears to pull it off because I like Justin Fields more than Carson Wentz. I mean, the Bears and Commanders have both not much talent on their teams. The Commanders' defense is all right, but yeah, I'm going to go with the Bears to pull it off at home. I'm pretty much almost always going to go with the home team when it comes to Thursday night games because home teams get an advantage. Short week, but you don't have to travel. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Bears on Thursday night. What's up? Scott says School Vikings. Yeah, they're looking good. So moving on to Sunday, and for the first time in a couple weeks, no London games. We had a doozy of a London game last week. And so this week, starting us off, we got the 3-2 49ers going up against the 2-3 Falcons. Falcons kind of got screwed by the Bucks, but not by the Bucks, but by the refs against the Bucks. And the Niners took care of old Baker Boy and the Panthers last week. Of course, they did lose a couple players, but overall, Yeah, they're 3-2, right in the hunt for the division. They're looking good with Jimmy G. You know, I bet you they're happy that they didn't trade him, because imagine if they traded him and then Trey Lance got hurt. Who knows who their quarterback would be right now? Who would their QB even be right now? Let's take a look. Let's see who their quarterback would be right now. Because I'm sure they probably would have found somebody else. It would have been Brock Purdy, right? Oh my God, it would have been Brock Purdy. Now that I think about it, I think it might have been Brock Purdy. Right? Yeah. Right? It would have been Brock Purdy, wouldn't it? I'm like 95% sure it would have been Brock. Yeah, it would have been Brock Purdy. And then, in the practice squad, do they have any quarterbacks there? Oh, yeah, Kurt Benkert. Yeah, if they traded Jimmy G, I'm pretty sure they would have been rolling with Brock Purdy right now. Although I'm pretty sure they would have signed a backup or something, because there's no way you're going to win games with Brock Purdy. If you're serious about trying to be a playoff team, you do not have Brock Purdy as your starter. So, thank God they didn't trade Jimmy. They just better hope he doesn't get hurt. That's all I'm going to say. So, they're facing the Falcons. Like I said, they got screwed by the refs, low-key, thanks to that roughing the passer call. That really wasn't much of a penalty. I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? He kind of had a perfect form tackle on the quarterback, on Brady, but of course Brady be whining and crying to the refs 24/7. Oh, he hit me too hard. Throw a flag, please. Oh, he hit me. It's like, dude, it's freaking football, man. You're going to get hit. If you didn't want to get hit, you should have just stayed retired. Not to mention, you freaking ruined your relationship with your family now. So have fun, Tom. But Falcons at home against San Francisco. This should be a great game. This should really be a good game, I think. Betting line for this one is, if I can find it, is 5.5 favoring the Niners. Yeah, sounds about right. A Niners going in as a 5.5 point favorite. The over-under is about 44.5. Okay. All right. That's logical. Nothing too crazy. All right. But I think when it comes down to this game, I'm probably rolling with the 49ers to beat the Falcons. Give me the Niners over the Falcons. And I'm going to say the game might be like around 7 to 10 point lead for the Niners. 7 to 10 point win. Comfortable win for the Niners as they go to 4-2 on the year. Next, we got the 2-3 Patriots and the 2-3 Browns in Cleveland. I've been checking the betting line all day. I think it's been down as low as like 1.5. I think I checked earlier today. It was 3 points favoring the Browns. And as of this video being done, like as of this stream, the Browns are 3-point favorites still. Over-under is 42.5. Now, it all depends on who the Patriots start at quarterback, I think. Because if it's anyone not named Mac Jones, I like our chances. But if they start the rookie, I feel like they're going to go in with a heavy run strategy. They're going to try and run the ball down our gut. And it's going to be up to our D linemen, especially the interior guys, to stop them. Can they do it? I don't know. They couldn't stop Austin Eckler. What makes me think they're going to stop Ramondre Stevenson? Like, really? I have no faith in our interior D-line. And that really has me thinking. If we give up another 100-plus yard performance to another running back, which I'm sure that'll happen, what is Andrew Berry going to do? Is he going to go out and make another trade on the same day as the game like he did last week with Deion Jones? Or is he going to be like, someone's got to go for this? Someone's getting canned. Because at some point, it's going to happen. Someone is going to get the axe. I just don't know who. Would it be Woods? No, they're not going to cut him loose now. They're probably going to do it, if they do it at all, will be at the end of the year. Because otherwise, the same thing is just going to keep happening. Doesn't matter who you have at DC, it's going to keep happening. But it would set an example. Get your head out of your butt and actually perform. Otherwise, you're out of here. But I think this is going to be the week where the Browns maybe show up. And I got faith in my team. And I got us winning this game somehow, some way. So I'm going to go Browns to win this one. I truly think we can do it. How do I actually think we're going to do it? I don't know. But something tells me the Browns are going to get the job done this week. And it's crazy to think that we are literally 6 points away from being undefeated right now. That would be nuts. Now, if we were undefeated right now and still having a trash defense, Andrew Berry would be even more obligated to make moves. Because in Andrew's eyes, the season's not dead. If week 13 comes and we're still in the hunt, I bet you we'll have. But yeah, I'm going to go Browns over the Patriots in this one. I think it'll be within a touchdown. Like I said in my preview video, I said we win by 4. Like that for the Browns, definitely. So just a quick rundown. I got the Bears, the Niners, and the Browns so far. Moving on, we got the 3-2 Jets. I never thought in my life I would say that right now, this quickly, against the 3-2 Packers in Lambeau. And I know the Packers and I know Aaron Rodgers are extremely frustrated after last week. But Packers are 7-point favorites at home. And I like that. I like that odds. I like that line. And with that being said, this is going to be a quick one. I'm going to go with the Packers to get back on the winning side. And they're going to get the win over the Jets. I think the Jets keep it close a little bit because I like what they got over there. Saleh has usually done a really good job of getting after Aaron Rodgers when he was with the Niners. So I think he'll have a good scheme and a good game plan against Rodgers this time. The Jets defense is actually not too bad. So they might be able to get to him a little bit, they're coming off dropping a 40-piece on the Dolphins. So, they're feeling good. But you're going up against one of the all-time greats. It's going to be a challenge regardless. And I got the Packers winning. Yeah, Packers are going to go to 4-2 on the year. And depending on what the Minnesota Vikings do, they're going to be right on their tail. So give me the Packers over the Jets. I think it'll be within maybe a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns, right around there. But give me the Packers at home. Next, we got the 2-3 Jaguars and the 2-1 Colts in Indianapolis. Bovada has the line at -2 in favor of the Colts. So Indy is 2-point favorites at home, which again is right around the default line for a home favorite, which is usually 3. Home teams usually get 3 points already, like right off the rip. Dang, the Jaguars have looked great this year, and the Colts have looked like booty. They barely beat the Broncos last week on Thursday night. Hoo-wee, man. I really don't know who to pick here. I'm actually going to go with the Jaguars to get back on the win side. They're going to get back to 500, and they're going to beat the Colts. So give me the Jags over the Indy Colts. Give me Jacksonville. All right? Cool. All right, next we got the 4-1 Vikings and the 3-2 Dolphins. Vikings literally stole a victory against the Bears because Smith Marset was being really reckless with the ball. And I think it was Cam Dantzler literally went up to him and snagged it. He took the ball right from the dude's hands. He straight up said, "Give me that." And he went running the other way, and that was game. Now, betting line for this game is Vikings favored by 3 points over Miami. in Miami. All right. I think this will be another close game. We'll see how Teddy Bridgewater looks. We'll see who starts for the Dolphins. If it's Tua, which I don't think it will be, who knows? Yeah, I don't think it really matters at this point. I really like the Vikings, and something tells me the Vikings are going to win this game. Vikings are playing some really good football. The Dolphins aren't looking too bad, although, like I said, they just got 40 dropped on them by the Jets. So I'm sure they're going to be low-key pissed off about that. They're trying to get back on track after that horrible loss in New York, by the way. But, yeah, I'm going to go Vikings on the road. Give me Kirk Cousins and company to get the win. And they're going to go to 5-1 on the year. All right, next we got we got the chant battle here. Ooh, we got the 2-3 Bungles and the 2-3 Saints. For those who are wondering, why did I call it the chant battle? Because you got Who Dey versus Who Dat. Who Dey? Who Dat? Like if a Bengals fan and a Saints fan saw each other in public, the Bengals fan would say, "Yo, who dey?" And the Saints fan would go, "Who dat?" Literally, they'd be like, "Who dat? Who dey? Who dat?" I mean, I don't know who had the chant first, but I feel like the Saints did. I think the Saints did. Bengals fans would beg to differ, but I think I read where the Saints had their chant first. But it's just funny because like the Bengals say, "Who dey? Who dey? Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Who dey? Who dey? Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody." I think the Saints says, "Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say gonna beat them Saints? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they're gonna beat them Saints?" Interesting. They do sound very similar. I think the Saints had theirs first. And it's even funnier because like when the Bengals fans say that their little chant, in my head I'm thinking, we can. Being as we've literally swept them, 3 out of the last 4 years? And that one loss got us Kevin Stefanski? So, I mean, it really didn't matter. It was at the end of the year, Who cares? And since we've gotten Kevin, we've dominated them. And we'll face them again in a couple weeks. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully we can keep it up. But I think in this game, I think it'll be another very close one. But I think the Saints are going to get the job done at home in the Terror Dome. Give me New Orleans to win this game. And when it comes to the betting line, for anyone interested and wondering, betting line, where are you at? Here it is. Bengals are 2-point favorites on the road. Sounds reasonable. Okay. Not horrible. But I'm going to go Saints at home to get the win. All right. Now we got a matchup featuring the 3-2 Ravens and the 4-1 Giants at home. Wink Martindale facing his old team. He knows how to deal with Lamar Jackson, being as he had the scheme against him in practice and stuff. Practice against him every single week. And then the Ravens know how to deal with Wink's defense because, again, they've won against him every single week. So they know each other quite well. But the Ravens don't know the personnel in the Giants' defense. That's the thing. Giants' defense has been playing nice lately. But, man, the Ravens, they've been looking good, but they've had some issues lately, man. They've had some close games, including some choke jobs. Ugh. Giants coming off a big win in London, and I think the Giants continue their nice little run. I got the Giants winning and beating the Ravens, and they're going to go to 5-1 on the year. Now, according to Bovada, if I can find the game on here, is it not in here? Why am I not finding it? Oh, here it is. It's up at the top. Ravens are 5-point favorites. Wow, really? But yeah, I'm gonna go ballsy, and I'm gonna day ballsy. I'm gonna go with the Giants to beat the Ravens. Yeah, I think the Giants do enough with what limited resources they have at receiver and stuff, and I think they take care of business. Saquon Barkley runs rampant, and I think the Giants defense even gets a few turnovers, and I think the Giants take advantage. They're gonna beat the Ravens, and they're gonna go to 5-1 on the year, which means depending on what happens later that night, they might be tied for first or in second at least. Because if you think about it, if the Eagles win, then the Giants win, Giants jump into second place. Whereas if the Cowboys win and the Giants win and the Eagles lose, well, look at that. 3-way tie for first place. Although technically the Cowboys did beat the Giants, so the Cowboys would have that edge over the Giants, but you get the idea. 3 teams tied with the same record. That would be fun to see. But yeah, I got the Giants pulling it off at home against the Ravens. Led by that defense of theirs with Wink Martindale running things. And man, 5-1. What a start. And if I'm not mistaken, in my prediction, I had them winning 6 games. So if that is the case, they've essentially won as many games as I had them winning in the first almost 7 weeks of the year, pretty much. Like, damn. It's impressive. Because I don't think anybody saw this coming this early anyway. Man. But yeah, I'm going to go New York Giants over the Ravens. Next, we got the final 1 o'clock game of the week. We got the 3-2 Bucks who escaped against the Falcons thanks to some sus officiating. And the 1-4 Steelers who are still licking their wounds after getting blasted by the Bills. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. I know our loss was debilitating, but my God, losing 38-3 to the superpowered Bills, that's tough. Has me kind of scared to play them now. But at least, we might be able to keep it relatively close. We might lose. In fact, I think we're probably going to lose to them. But at least we could probably keep it close. Because our offense is actually pretty good. But I don't even know. We got a while before we play them. But Buccaneers and Steelers in Heinz Field. Tom Brady against the Steelers for most likely one final time. I know the Steelers and Brady had one heck of a rivalry when they had Brady and Big Ben. Hooey, and it'll be Kenny Pickett against Tom Brady. Brady doesn't usually lose to rookie quarterbacks. And you look at the betting line for this game, it's 9 points favoring the Bucks. I have no reason to pick the Steelers. The Steelers are going downwards fast. And I think this is going to be the year where they finally finish under 500. I had them at 9-8 just because of Mike Tomlin winning more than he loses. Just because of reputation. I had them winning 9 games just because I figured somehow, some way they're going to do it. It's the way the Steelers are. But this might be the year they lose more than they win. Oh my goodness, man. After all these years of them, BSing their way to, over 500 records and either slipping into the playoffs undeservedly or still getting a winning record without going to the playoffs. This might be the year where they finally get that bad record and they might end up with a top 15 pick. Something that they don't usually have too often because they've been so good for so long. But I'm going to go Buccaneers over the Steelers. Yep. And the Steelers free fall continues. And to think they're, I believe, an injured Bengals long snapper or something away from having 0 wins right now. Man, that's tough. But yeah, I'm going Buccaneers. Now we go to the 4 o'clock games. First one, we got the Panthers and the Rams. Panthers on 1-4. Rams are 2-3. No Baker Mayfield. He's high ankle sprain. It'll be PJ Walker, as far as I know, going up against the Rams. The betting line is Rams are favored by 10.5. Yeah, I'm going Rams all day. Easiest pick of the week, in my opinion. Freaking Panthers suck. By the way, Panthers, if you could politely, hand us over Derek Brown, that would be wonderful. We would greatly appreciate it. Or actually, I mean, you could give us Matt Ioannidis or just a decent D lineman, someone good, for your trouble. That'd be great. Oh, how about Brian Burns too? Nah, not Brian Burns, because we'd have to give him a pick, unless you'll take a slightly used Dearness Johnson. I'm sure he won't get traded. There's no way they're trading him, right? Talking about Brian Burns. I mean, I don't think they would trade him. Because now what's going to happen is I'm going to start seeing a lot of videos talking about why these teams should trade for these players. And I'm over here like, man, we already traded for Deion Jones. Who could we get from the Panthers? I'm literally just looking up and down the roster, trying to think of players that we could get. And I honestly have no idea. But I mean, we got 3 weeks before the deadline. I'm going to be doing quite a few videos about possible trade targets. So keep an eye out for those. But yeah, Rams, Panthers, easiest pick of the week. Give me the Rams at home. They're going to go to 3-3. Freaking Panthers are garbage. They're going to be in a freaking fire sale. Matt Rule is gone. Their offensive coordinator, I think, is almost on the way out pretty much too. They fired their defensive coordinator. They got rid of the special teams coordinator. There's going to be all kinds of things going on over there. And a lot of their veterans on cheap deals are probably going to get sent out too, to let the young guys play. And yeah, give me the Rams. I think the Rams will win by more than 10 points. This could easily be a blowout. Easily. Guardians showed their youth tonight, big time. I mean, I've seen a little bit on him. He's all right. Typical, decent, not trash D tackle. I think we'll see a little bit of him on Sunday, and hopefully he actually performs a little bit. I mean, if he does anything, he'll be better than what we already have. It's not hard to be better than what we already got. We had a guy get his first career sack, and he's been here almost 3 years now as a D tackle. Wow. Can't imagine. Tommy Togiai and Jordan Elliott, I never thought I'd say that they were two of the worst D tackles in the league. And yet, they are. Perrion has shown flashes, but he needs to get better. I think he will be. I think he'll be all right. He'll be fine. But moving on, we got the 2-3 Cardinals and the 2-3 Seahawks. Cardinals lost an absolute heartbreaker to the Eagles last week. I think first time since 2001 that the Cardinals lost to the Eagles at home. That's insane. And they're facing the Seahawks, who are 2-3 as well. I think the Seahawks lost last week, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, looking at this game, betting line is here it is. Cardinals are 3-point favorites on the road. I'm going to go Cardinals. I think the Cardinals bounce back and they get back to 500. Give me Arizona over Seattle. And then the final afternoon game of the week. I am very surprised this game wasn't Sunday Night Football or even Monday Night Football. We got the 4-1 Bills and the 4-1 Chiefs. This is going to be a freaking gunfight, man. I cannot wait to watch this game after our game's done. But yeah, Bills and Allen versus Mahomes, rematch of the playoffs in the past couple of years. Oh boy, man, how times have changed. The Bills are looking like a juggernaut, and the Chiefs are still good. So not much has changed, but some has changed. And this is going to be a high-scoring firefight. I can't freaking wait. If my team wasn't playing at 1 o'clock, I would probably stream this game low-key. But, yeah, give me who do I even go with, man? What the heck is the betting line for this game, too? Oh, Bills are favored by 3. I think looking back at it, I got to go Bills. I have to. I mean, the Chiefs should be 3-2 right now. I mean, if you really think about it, they should easily be 2-3. But things happened. The Raiders honestly should have beaten the Chiefs. But I'm going to go Bills. The Bills have been molly-whopping every team they faced. Have the Bills had a single close game yet this year? Let me check. Got to see if these guys have had even one close game yet this year. I feel like they haven't. I honestly feel like they've been molly-whopping every team they faced, which is very impressive. And that's why if I was a Bills fan right now, I would not even be scared because, like, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, our secondary is kind of torn up a little bit, but I'm not even worried. Okay, so they've had 2 close games so far this year. They had their 21-19 victory over Miami. Lost to Miami. That's their loss. But in terms of victories, they've had 1 close win against Baltimore. They've also had a very close loss to Miami in the game that they should have honestly won. So sheesh, man. They could easily be undefeated, but then they could also be 3-2. But man, this team is going to be nuts. And then you look at their upcoming schedule. They have Chiefs and then the Packers. And then it gets kind of easy a little bit. Jets and Vikings. And then they have us and the Lions. Wow. And I believe that Lions game is on Thanksgiving too. So that'll be a good game to watch, at least a little bit, low key. Our entire D line put together isn't as good as Donald. No, not even close. I'm just here to make sure you pick the Cowboys. What's up, Duke? I always love it, man. But yeah, I'm going to go Bills over the Chiefs. But now we get to the main event of Sunday night. 4-1 Cowboys, 5-0 Eagles. Now, I've seen a lot of Eagles fans talking up their squad, how Jalen Hurts is him and how good their team is. But I've seen teams have better starts. I mean, we saw the Steelers go, 11-0? And look what happened. Where'd they end up? Oh, that's right. They got bounced in the first round by my Browns, who were without their head coach. Remember that? But the Eagles are hosting the Cowboys. Cowboys have looked phenomenal this year, as have the Eagles. Although, let's be honest, the Eagles should honestly have lost that game. But Matt Amendola's a bum. And the Cowboys, yeah, they're 4-1. Let's see who their one loss was, too. Their one loss. If I can find it in here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. Their one loss came to the Bucks when they couldn't freaking score a damn touchdown. But after that, they haven't allowed 20 points all year. That's freaking insane. Actually, no, not even including that loss to the Bucks. They haven't allowed 20 points all year. Like, they're actually doing really, really well. Now, the question is, can they contain that offense of the Eagles? I think they can. And I'm not just saying this because Duke Bothers is in the chat, but I think the Cowboys are going to put that 1 in their loss column for the Eagles. I honestly think the Cowboys are going to win this game. Not just because Duke Bothers is in the chat. I don't know why I'd even be influenced by Duke Bothers. I mean, Duke's a cool guy, but I mean, it's, Eagles are a good team. But I'm going to be honest. They're talking a little much. The team deserves to kind of take an L. Humble them a little bit, Humble them a little bit. Send them back down to earth. They're going to lose at some point, right? Right? I mean, they are going to lose, right? I mean, there's no way they go undefeated. But if you ask their fans, they say, oh, yeah, we win every game. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent real quick with Eagles fans. They're cool people. Don't get me wrong. But when we played them in the preseason, I know it's preseason. It shouldn't matter. Nobody cares about the damn preseason, except Eagles fans. These guys were out here talking about we going undefeated in joint practices. We're talking about undefeated in joint practices, not even preseason, joint practices. Are they that desperate for wins that they're talking about winning joint practice sessions that aren't even games? Like, I swear, man, Eagles fans are weird sometimes. Holy crap, dude. I can't understand how Giants and Cowboys fans can deal with them for so long. All these years, man. God. Sheesh. I would lose my mind if I had to deal with that fan base twice a year. Not even just that, like overall. My God. But in regards to this game, the Eagles are 4.5-point favorites, which doesn't surprise me. But I think in regards, the Cowboys have owned the Eagles the last couple of years. And I think the Cowboys are just going to be a much better team here. I got the Cowboys winning. Yeah. I think the Cowboys are going to send the Eagles back down to earth, and they're going to get to, I believe, 5-1 on the year, which, if my predictions come true, means that the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Eagles will technically be in a tie for first place, with the Cowboys, of course, being up top because they beat both the Giants and the Eagles. So, yeah. Of course, the Giants and the Eagles have yet to play each other. I'm sure that'll be a fun week on YouTube. Definitely. But yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys in a nail biter over the Eagles. And then we move to Monday night. We got the 2-3 Broncos in LA to face the 3-2 Chargers, who literally gave us the game, but we didn't want to take it. Like, Brandon Staley literally said, "Here, guys, take it. I don't want it. Take the game." And Kevin was like, "Nah." Oh, that wasn't really all Kevin. It was, honestly, Kate York. Yeah. Oh, that was rough. God, we really had that game. That was ours. That was our game. We should be, 3-2 right now. But no, we're 2-3. And they're 3-2, facing the Broncos, who suck, like everyone predicted. Right? Yeah, the Broncos freaking suck. They lost Javonte Williams for the year. Russell Wilson's struggling. I think he has a shoulder thing that he had to have an operation on. My God, they're struggling. I wouldn't be shocked if Nathaniel Hackett's out of there in 1 year. And that's not going well for him. Like, what things aren't going well for him? When he had to hire a consultant to help him game plan. Like, come on, dude. The Broncos defense is going to be really good. And, of course, the Charger defense is freaking horrible. They let Nick Chubb run up and down the field on him. It's just that our defense was doing the same thing with Eckler. I think Eckler is going to meet a little bit more resistance this week, too. In fact, the betting line for this game is Chargers favored by 5. I think the deciding factor is, can the Charger offense do what they did to us last week to the Broncos? The defense should be able to get after Russ a little bit. They couldn't really touch Jacoby, but, our offensive line is kind of better than the Broncos, so I think they might be able to get after Russ if they can catch him. Because that dude going to be running around like a madman, like a freaking chicken with his head cut off. But I think in the end all be all, I'm going to go with the home team, the Chargers, to pull it off. I think they go to 4-2, and they stay on pace with the rest of the AFC West. Meaning the Broncos fall to 2-4. Yikes. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. He said my work here is done. Dude, you're something else. But am I being? I mean, am I wrong? No. I mean, Eagles fans need to be humbled. If it's not the Cowboys, it'll be someone else to humble them. Yep. I mean, I've seen so many teams go undefeated. In fact, remember when the Falcons went, what is it, 8-0? And then they just fell apart that one year? Oh, yeah, they always have the same teams on Thanksgiving. Lions and a few others, I think. But should be a fun week of baseball. Yeah, I guess. And football ahead. Basketball coming up, too. Of course, no college football for me this week because Ohio State's off. But, I needed a little bit of a break anyway. It is what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to head on out of here. Just a quick rundown of my picks for this week. Bears, Niners, Browns, Packers. Give me the Jaguars, the Vikings, the Saints, Giants, Bucks, Rams, Cardinals, Bills, Cowboys, and Chargers. So there you go. I'm heading out of here. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you all probably Thursday for game 2, which I'm probably going to be on JB Taylor's channel again. But we'll see. I'll definitely have an update for you guys probably by the afternoon on Thursday. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. Let's get this win on Sunday. All right. Have a great night, everybody. I'm out. Bye-bye.